I think for me, Windy Hill is it's like a home, but it's like a place where you come, like a safe place. Like, to have 20 years nearly here as a player, and knowing the doctors, knowing the physios, and knowing a fair few of the staff, it's a place where you come for, in a way, good times, because you know a lot of the people here, and they're always, really friendly and really honest and nice people. So it's a great place.
Going into the centre.
Fletcher's in a ruck.
Oh, that's a big ask, isn't it? Where's Alessio? Oh, gee. That's a big ask for the kid.
17 years old.
And young Dustin Fletcher is going to take the opening bounce for the Bombers up against the Blues veteran in Justin Madden. No one gets a decisive tap.
One step because he's only got one ankle working at 100%. McMahon thumps it away. Here they go again. Campbell with the fresh legs. He goes long and strong. Edwards, and up goes Dustin Fletcher. 20 years in the game, and he stood his ground. And what a time.
In the young days when obviously Dad played, it was I suppose a memory of being minded out the back. I was only obviously young, and we used to go in the creation while the game was on. But and obviously as you got older, we used to sit, just over the back there in the front row of the stand. And so to be at Windy Hill for, from 5 through to, what I am now, it does mean a fair bit, and it's a special place.
He's had a tremendous career, really, because we didn't have high expectations at the beginning, but to go on for so long and still playing nearly at the age of 37 and playing at a high standard still has been great.
Dustin Fletcher.
1993 was amazing, really, because he's still at school, and we had him contracted to play 8 school games and 12 seconds games, so it ended up 3 school games and a premiership, so you couldn't ask for better than that.
Towards Lockett at centre-half forward. Had a chance there, Lockett. Fletcher will use his pace here. Lockett in the shoot. They try and clean him up. Simons, Lockett still going with Fletcher. Oh, careful, boys.
Fumble. It comes through to Manton. He's buried. McCurry. Fletcher around the corner.
Inside the 50 it comes. Essendon still have it. O'Donnell a hurried kick. Banfield leaves his man, but the ball gets through. Fletcher on the turn. Great goal.
I think with all sport, if you don't lose your keenness and your speed, I think that's half the battle. He obviously had a lot of natural talent, and not an unfit person, looks after himself, and I think the main thing is how keen he is.
With how long I've been able to play and train for, I think in a way, I think the way the game's developed with regard, introducing the zones and being able to play an area, which I feel like I can do pretty well. But and I suppose the other one, I think, is being a smart trainer. I think you can't bludge through pre-season. I think how far you've got to, how much you've got to do, but also knowing that you don't want to sort of tip over the other end and get an injury or get something that sort of holds you back. So I think sort of those things.
With Hurdy coming back, Dustin's got a huge amount of respect for Hurdy and the club, and I think with that mutual respect, they'll know when the time's right to go or woe, and he just enjoys being there. So he's always here early, having his coffee in the car and a bit of toast, and ready to fire up, and a job he's been doing since year 12.
Footy for me is still as fun because I get to come to work with 40 young kids, or some young kids, some older ones, and the thrill I still get is playing with the young kids that you draft every year. You put yourself back in. I was like that some 20 years ago, so I sort of know what it's about, but I still enjoy coming to training. The way the boys here treat my kids is pretty special. I think they like that team atmosphere already because the boys here treat them like their own kids. They're fantastic with them, and they go to school just across the road. So every chance they get, when I pick them up, they want to come across and have a kick of the footy. They enjoy sport and they're good at sport, whether it be football, soccer, tennis, or you throw them a ball and they're happy to play. So I don't want to put pressure on them. I went through a fair bit of that when I was young, and you just want them to grow up happy, healthy, and choose the path in life that they want. I suppose having the record is, it's a good thing, but I think, some of the names around me, obviously the Wittens, Silvanis, and, having those names around you means a fair bit. With the games played and how long I've played, you every now and you see it written somewhere or spoken of, and I suppose that sort of that holds a pretty good place for you.
Fantastic effort. Well done. Congratulations.
I think once you're done and dusted and you look back on it, it'll hold a special place.